Okay, so we are going to be making the nature pouch from the August Happy Hedgehog envelope. So you have this lovely piece of charcoal gray felt, and I've already cut it to size, so you just need to adjust the folds so that you have that flap. So I'm just going to keep moving mine down until I've got enough of a flap. And you can use your button as a guide to know how much space you need for the flap. So I need my flap to be a little bit bigger than what I've got. So move that down a little more. Let's see. Yeah, so that's perfect. Alright, so what you're going to do, so mine winds up like that, so you've got, let's see, about 2 inches for your flap. So what we're going to do is, I've already threaded and knotted my needle. I'm going to go in through the bottom fold and bring it all the way through. Go ahead and tuck that tail in. Okay, and then we're going to start blanket stitching. So close to the end there. Put the needle through both sides. Wrap it around like that. And then pull through like that. So you're going to keep going all the way up the side until you're no longer double folded the flap area. Okay, so wrap it around and then pull through. Let's see, come close. Close. Okay, wrap it around and pull through. You can see I'm doing it nice and tight, so then you've got a really good strong seam. Alright, so you're going to keep going all the way to the end. Okay, so it's time to put the button on. So what I do is I take the pouch that's been stitched on both sides, so it's completely ready, is I'm going to fold the flap in half on here so I can kind of get an idea of where half is, and then I'm going to fold it in half again so that I can see where I need to put my slit. So now I can see I need to do my slit right there. So I'm just going to make a little slit, and I can always make it bigger, but now I've got a little slit right there for the button. Alright, and then because we did that whole folding, then I can tell that the placement for the button is about right there. So taking your needle and thread, hopefully I have enough left on here to stitch the button on, otherwise I'll get more. So taking the needle and thread, I'm going to go ahead and stitch the button. Okay, I'm going to go through that. Hold on. Go through the felt first and find the hole. There we go. And then go through the other side. Okay, so I'm going to suggest doing that 2 or 3 times just to really make sure the button is on there good. Alright, and then inside, you can see where my stitches are, so I'm just going to go through underneath and then back through that loop with the needle to make a very tight knot. And then trim. Okay. So now we'll try out the whole button hole bit. Alright, so I'm noticing mine's not quite big enough. So I'm going to make my slit a little bit longer. And let's see. Alright, so I'm noticing it's still a little tight, so for little ones that would be hard. So I need to expand it upward a little bit. The great thing about felt is it's really durable. Now if you want to, yeah, that's much better. If you want to, you can reinforce the buttonhole by blanket stitching around it. And then you can also, if you want, blanket stitch around the flap here just as a decorative detail. You don't have to do that though. Also, it's kind of a blank canvas, so if you wanted to do an applique maybe right here, or some kind of seasonal embroidery, that would be lovely too. Alright, so you should have your button on. It should be easy to open and close. You can see my buttonhole is quite large because it's a inch-size button. Alright, so now you're going to take your beautiful yarn. I got this from Peace Fleece, and this is their fall blend. I thought it would look quite pretty. So we're going to do finger knitting, well, a single finger. It's not going to be that complicated. So just wrap it around one finger to make a loop, like that, and then bring the tail up through and pull. I'm going to show that again just to make sure, because I can't always tell how well the camera angle is going. Alright, so wrap it around one finger. Make sure you've got it crossed over there. Okay. Take your finger out. You've got a loop. And then bring the tail through. Or not the tail. I'm holding the tail. Bring the working yarn through and pull tight. Alright, so you're going to want to bring that loop down to finger size and put it on your finger if you want to. You don't have to. And then wrap around. Oops. Not do that. And bring it over. And then you just pull tight. So let's do that again. That's why I said you don't have to put it on your finger, because I mean actually it might be easier just to pull the yarn through like this and then do it. I mean, it's really up to what works for you. You don't have to do it super, super tight. I'm noticing that I'm kind of making it really tight. It's not necessary. So then you just keep pulling that loop through. And then if you want to see the finger version again, you wrap it around and then bring over and then pull. You wrap it around, bring over, pull. I don't know how well this is translating here. It's hard to video this at the right angle. Alright, anyway. So you're going to want to keep doing this until you either get a long enough strap or you've done the whole thing. It's really up to you. Okay. Oops. See how well this is showing up on camera. Alright. There. Bring it over, and then you pull up. Or bring the loop through. I really hope that this is translating. Let me try to get it from a different angle. Okay. So finger, loop, bring it over, pull. Finger, loop, yarn over, and pull. Okay, no finger. We have our loop. You just bring it right through. So I'm guessing finger is going to be easier for the kids. Alright, so keep on that until you get to the desired length that you want. I gave you plenty of yarn to get some kind of shoulder strap. Alright, so I'm going to rethread my needle to stitch the, okay, so we're going to knot the end of our finger knitting. And then we're going to tuck it into the inside corner here. Okay, so then we're going to take our needle and thread and go inside there where that knot is. And you're going to put the needle through right above the knot into the seam line. Pull through. Okay, and then you're just going to go right back into that same area. Okay, pull through. Pull it nice and tight. And you're going to do this 3-4 times depending. Okay, pull it nice and tight. And this is that'll be the last one for me. Okay, pull it through, and then before you completely close it, put your needle through the loop so you get a nice knot, and then I'm going to bring it inside over here into my stitches and actually make a second knot. So now I've got this little loop. Bring the needle through it one more time, and then tuck it in. Okay, trim, trim. Alright, so now you've got your straps sewn on. Button that back up. And then you've got an adorable little nature pouch. So on me it's like this, but on on the child it'll be longer. But anyway, or even like, you know, if you want to carry it on the nook of your arm. And you're all ready for your nature walks to gather up your treasure. Thank you.